Okay, I'm back. Let's see if we can finish this out in a part 3. So I realize I did the month here. And like I said, you can make it big enough to see. And also I'm going to insert. We'll do 2 rows below because I clicked 2 rows when I did that. I guess I should have left them highlighted. We can do these darker green, same color green, do whatever you want to do. And let's see, it's centered. And then we'll do income on this part. It shouldn't be that big. We'll take it down to like, I think the others are 12. And we'll bold it. We probably should just make it one line like the rest. But I just want it to match a little better. And I guess, well, I could have done it this way as well. Could pick the darker green. Bold. Which I don't think it'll do it until I click out and come back now. Do it however you want to do it. Okay, what else was I going to tell you? I had thought of something. Like on mine, I have how much cash I take out. I usually do it in half the month. So I usually do it like at the beginning and then in the middle. So you could have a line or two. So we're just going to put it right here because it's empty. And I'm going to put, oh, I already have it on capitalized. Week 1 cash and, well, first half cash is usually what I call it. And it doesn't have to be with just cash. You can do it like say your personal money. You want to write your name somewhere in there. Or like my husband. Anyways, so you have these, and this is your budget for the month. And then second half is usually half of that or so. I don't know why, but it is. So you come down here, and we'll kind of do the same thing, or at least I'm going to, like lay it out the same. We can do 4 rows or 3 rows. However, I guess it's already on these, well, I should say these 3 are where I started, and it has numbers in them. So anyways, well, no, it was over here. I'm all confused now because I added these. So I'm gonna scoot these over one. So I'm gonna highlight them all and pop them over. And then I'm gonna put another green deal here. I could do lime green, I guess. And I'm going to put cash for now. And I don't care if it's bold, just so I can tell the difference of where I'm at. Okay, so these are what we budget to spend, or our thing to stay inside of. So down here, so this is our thing, and my color, I like purple. So I'm going to do white writing because you can see it better on this color. So this is my tab, or account type thing. So I'm going to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could do 10. I usually do 10. Just because it's a good even rounded number. We'll do that purple. And this is going to be dates. I didn't include this middle one. All these are going to be dates. So format, number, date. And on these, or even up here, you can do format. And I know it says number, but just do plain text. Because another good awesome thing about spreadsheets is you don't have to pay for it every year. It's free. And you can get it on your phone. You should have Google Drive or can download it. And so it's free on your phone. It'll look the same. You can pull it up, edit it. But I think you have to also download separately Google Sheets, which is kind of weird. In order to be able to edit it, you can still view what you have. So anyways, we did that as, I think I kept it as date. Or no, not date. Plain text. So these I want as date. That I think I did. I'm not sure. I forgot. And so these are going to be money amounts. And that one I did include the bottom one. So money. This is going to be a total. We'll make that white and we'll bold it. Okay. So I was over here at Hobby Lobby. And it was on your phone when you click in here, it'll pull up a little, like, there'll be a little bitty calendar button after you click inside the box and you can pick the date. But, so it was, we'll just say it was yesterday. It wasn't, but, and I spent, 40 bucks. And then say, I also went to Brahms. And I got an ice cream yesterday. And that's $2. Well, not 20, just 2. So up here, or down here, I have my total. So say up here, if I want to see if I went over budget or not, and to be sure it's keeping track, if you don't do cash and you just keep it as a debit card because you don't like carrying cash or whatever, even if you do, like I said, it's just to keep track. This line is F48. So up here in the actual, you can do equals F48. So you can do that with anything. If you want to know how much groceries you do, if you down here or wherever, the only reason, and here's another thing, I haven't figured out how to do it, or I haven't played with how to do it and tried to figure it out. There should be a way to where you can somewhat lock this. And I say lock because say I forgot something or I wanted to add something in 1 month that usually doesn't happen, but it was going to start happening, or it would just be simpler to be in here. If I have all this over here and I add something in, like if I click up here and hit insert row below, it puts a gap in whatever's over here. And I don't like that gap. I don't want to, you can't close it unless you move everything up, and it's frustrating to me. So you can right click and delete this row and it'll go back the way it was. So I put everything down here so that way if I have to add lines, I can just keep going, add them, and it doesn't affect anything. So I just do it below. So like I said, say you want to keep a line for, well, my husband had one. So you can do another one. And we'll put his name. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I should be able to see, so I'm 52, so 62. Yeah. And we'll color it in blue. We'll do this as money, total. You can bold it, you can see it. And you can write total in here just so you don't get confused. You don't have to put a date. You can put a date and do whatever you want. Let's say he loves eBay. So he spent 80 bucks on eBay for a truck part. I did that backwards. And say yesterday he did the same thing. We didn't go together, but he went with a buddy or his dad or something and bought some ice cream. So since he bought for somebody else, it'd be like 5 bucks. So this is line F63. You can come up here, equals F63, and it'll keep pulling it. So here's the other thing. When you add another deal, or when you, this one you don't have to change. Like if I were to go and do duplicate and call it October, it'll still have these totals here, yes, but all you have to do is in this new thing, just clear these bottom parts out, and it clears them and makes them 0 up here. So where you don't have to keep going down here and looking at your number of whatever your thing equaled, you just clear it out down here, and it'll keep it the way it should be up here. So I think that's about all I know how to teach you guys. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I learned. The main thing, like I said, was the addition. I googled how to do the sinking funds. So say I want to rename this October. Oh, that's the other thing. I think I did say it a while ago, but I'll say it again just in case. I'm going to rename this one again, even though I just did. And we'll do it like what most people type. I mean, it's whatever. Capital O, October, and let's say I put it all together. October 2018. I don't separate it. So like this, when I go to duplicate this sheet and make it for November, when I go in here to this, if I tried to do it spread apart, it's not going to find it. You have to type it however that you had it put. So if you put it all together, I can take away this gap and put it all together, and it puts in a color because it finds it. So guys, I hope that was helpful. Hopefully I explained everything really good. If not, you can shoot me some questions, and like I said, you can tell me how, if you know how to like lock this for whenever I add a line, that I can put something over here and it won't change it, or vice versa. If I have something over here and I add or take away a line, it won't affect anything over here. So it's kind of like a process to try to keep scrolling and scrolling. And I saw somebody, actually it's Budgeting Planner Girl, she just copies everything, which you can do that too. You can select everything, like everything. I have everything all down here, so I can select everything, hit copy, and I can skip a line or 2 lines or rows, columns,